a deep honor to stand before you today as we proudly open the doors to our 5th milestone that represent not just growth but resilience, courage, and power of collective vision.
We are taking our voices. Let's go. Tanzania uhuru. Freedom. Changing our dignity. Never gonna stop. Let's
go. 5 exhibitions ago, we started with a dream to use art, storytelling, and truth to open eyes, change hearts, and spark action. We believe that when the truth is made visible through photography, through painting, through the raw voice of those often silent, change becomes not only possible, but inevitable. And today, as we unveil this 5th edition, that dream is alive, loud and more urgent than ever. This exhibition is more than art. It is a declaration.
Ethical storytelling is to remove that power from either the organization trying to tell the story so that it benefits the organization, from the journalists trying to tell the story so they benefit the media houses. So we take all that power out of those hands and we give it back to who? The one who bears the story. Because they're the only ones who know what? The details of their story. My name is Rehema Baya. I'm the creative trainer of the Ethical Storytelling Fellowship. So ethical storytelling is about empowering survivors to be able to tell their own stories and not have them rely on organizations or the media to package and tell their stories, because historically we've seen that they are easily misrepresented, either packaged as very dreadful stories or packaged as very sad and depressive stories, when in truth, with the same survivors, we have a lot of resilience, we have a lot of hope, we have a lot of agency over someone overcoming their struggles. So we thought that it would be best to have a project where survivors of trafficking can be equipped with skills like photography, skills like writing, zine making, collaging, painting, so that they're able to now have the tools to now structure and tell their own stories.
Being part of ethical storytelling class has been one of the most eye-opening and rewarding experiences of my life. Through this journey, I've learned so many powerful things that I honestly didn't know before. It opened my mind, shaped my voice, and taught me the reason of telling stories with value, truth, care, and responsibility.
Each image, each installation, each story displayed here today carries the weight of lived experience and a hope of a better tomorrow. Here we witness pain, but also power. Here we feel injustice, but also resilience. Here we confront uncomfortable truth, but we also celebrate the strength it takes to survive and speak. This space is scared because it reminds us change begins when you choose to see. Getting here has not been easy. It has taken a dedication of passionate artists, survivors who chose to speak, activists who refuse to give up, and supporters like you who believe in our vision even when the road was rough.
The unique thing is they're all, I wanted to say teenagers, but they're just a little bit above teenage, 20, 19, 21. So they're pretty young, and I think for them being that young and having gone through very difficult situations and still having the childlike spirit to be free to express the difficulty, but at the same time to express their hopes, that was very interesting. This year, the thing that was inspiring us the most was dreaming, okay? Dreaming, because it is easy to see where you're coming from, it's easy to see where you are, but sometimes, depending on the different factors that are around you, it can be difficult for you to imagine yourself in a different position in the future. So this was the attempt to try and dream from a very individual, very personal perspective.
Through EST, I've learned to prioritize voices and perspectives of those I'm sharing stories about, ensuring that their stories are told with authenticity and accuracy. This approach has not only helped me build trust with people I work with, but also allowed me to create more impactful and meaningful stories. I come to realize that storytelling is a powerful tool, and with a great power comes great responsibility.
Through the knowledge that I've gained, I believe in my heart that are not just for today. I'm gonna carry them into tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and far into my future. And I want to sincerely thank my teacher Rehema for her guidance and patience, and to all leaders and donors who made this opportunity work for me. I see you. I want to say a big thank you, and I appreciate you deeply.
My name is Mercy Mwende, and I am one of the fellowship members of Ethical Storytelling, and I'm a survivor of sex work and child domestic work. And my inspiration to the girls out there, I want to say that there is always a solution way out. You need to speak up, and you need to listen to yourself. You have a future that you need to work on. So listen to yourself and speak up.
My name is Miriam. I started the art in January 2025. I like engaging some girls to interact with people through photos, video, and art.
My inspiration about the photography that I'm doing, it's all about giving stories about young girls falling into peer pressure, and also how they come up feeling bad about it, and also trying to move out of it. My name is Faith Mongeli, and the most unique photo I have ever made are the zines. Not a photo, but zines, making zines about Africa. Africa is unique, yeah. So I made about the activities which Africans do, yeah.
5 exhibition, 5 steps forward in the long walk of justice, and we are only just beginning. May today ignite your passion. May this wall speak louder than words. And may we all leave this space with heart wide open and hands wide build. Thank you for being part of this journey. Thank you for witnessing. Thank you for listening. And thank you for standing with us. Here is to art, here is to truth, and here is to change.
Today being the World Day Against Trafficking, it's also the same day that Azadi was founded in 2021, and we get to celebrate 4 years of building community, 4 years of building solidarity with women and girls who have lived the experience of trafficking, and 4 years of creating a place and a community where people feel like they belong.
We should all be ethical storytellers, because I feel this is not just a program, this is a cultural thing. And it would be really important for us to always maintain the integrity when we are sharing stories, whether they are personal, whether they are just general stories, because even through the different things that we go through, even as a country or in our families, you will find the ethics of storytelling will keep us closer as a community and keep us bonded through respect, through love, yeah, things like that.